Hey, what's going on, everybody? I want to jump into this and start discussing a little bit about YouTube for real estate agents. I put out a post asking people what they wanted to know about learning about YouTube and what there is to know about using YouTube as a platform to be able to grow your audience and get people uh, contacting you when they're thinking about making a move here to Salt Lake City. Before we jump into this, it looks like everything should be working on the microphone and the sound. I want to make sure that you can hear me. If you can't hear me, drop something in a comment so I can do some troubleshooting. But hopefully we should be good to go. So all of that being said, guys, I mean, this is something that I'm really passionate about. This is what I do on a daily basis for my so-called day job, right? So if you're following me on this channel, you'll see that I post stuff about stocks, about real estate investing, kind of all these sorts of things. But I primarily do YouTube for real estate here in my local area. So I basically put out videos on another channel of mine, and people will contact me saying, "Hey, I'm moving to your local area, and I want to learn more about what you have to offer." So um, that's how I pick up most of my business. I closed just a little background about me. I closed $214,000 worth of GCI last year, and just from YouTube. And then this year, I'm planning to do about 300,000, give or take. So just looking at some notes here and thinking about this, this has been something that's been life changing for me. And if you're in real estate, this is something I would highly recommend because the power of YouTube has been amazing. There's a lot of people out there that are doing things bigger than me, that have more of a presence, that have more of a following and whatnot. But they're crushing it. And the thing that I've noticed is that, like, look, I'm just a small guy. I've got a couple thousand subscribers now. I've been doing it for about 18 months. I'm just a small guy, but I've been able to build a very strong business just off of this, and a very strong network. The cool thing about real estate is you build a network and it continues to expand over time. So that's one thing I love about YouTube for real estate. And yeah, so that's kind of a little bit about me, why I'm doing this. I believe in consistency and abundance. I think I look at this and I say, if you're interested in YouTube, I don't see you as a competitor. I think that you can always go out there and basically, you know, crush it just like I would, whether you're in my same market or you're in a different market. It doesn't really matter to me. I just kind of want to share my thoughts, share what I've learned, and hopefully I can speed up this 18-month process that I've experienced and condense it down into a, hopefully 6-month process, give or take, for yourself. So I'm going to talk about a couple things here on the stream. And then as we go, if you've got questions, hopefully the people jumping into this are real estate agents who are interested in this. If you're interested in learning more about YouTube for real estate agents, just drop a comment. I'm going to basically kind of host this as like a Q&A. That's kind of my main goal here. And I want to basically just tell you anything you want to know about posting videos, about SEO, about working with clients, about important metrics, anything you want to know. I'm an open book. I'll tell you all the numbers. I'll tell you everything that I can. So that's what I'm really looking to do here on this live stream. So that being said, first thing I want to talk about, I'm just gonna jump into a couple different topics that I had on my mind. Drop a comment at any point if you want me to answer a question. So I'm looking over here at my other screen. How to get started with YouTube. I think the most important thing to get started with, the most important thing you need to do to get started in an effective way is basically to think about what the clients are actually looking for. What are people searching for when they go onto YouTube and they're wanting to know about your area? So for me, I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah. People are moving here and they want to know specific things about religion, about politics, about housing, about different areas. They want to know everything there is, about what it's like to actually live here. It's not necessarily like, hey, what's the best restaurant or the best coffee shop or this or that. I mean, they want to know what the cost of living is. They want to know what it's like to live downtown. They want to know what it's like to live in a luxury home or a median class home. I mean, there's like so many different things they want to know about, but it's not generally the things that you think people are looking for. So what I would say is, this is kind of a big learning curve for myself, but also for other people that have done YouTube as well, is I would say go out there and find out. Go look at my channel. My channel is called Living in Salt Lake City. Go look at my top videos. You can go onto my page and sort it by most viewed. I would go look at that and figure out what I've posted that has gotten the most views, and then see how you can correlate that to your own area. So the things that are going to rank well, regardless of what area you're in, is going to be, cost of living for your city, pros and cons of your city, It's also going to be what it's like to live in your city, so vlog tours do really well. And those are the best types of videos to really produce. And then you'll see that on my channel, I've got a number of different ideas that range from everything from, investing in my area to pros and cons of every single city out there. What you need to know about driving in the snow. It covers everything basically there on my channel. So the important thing is that people want to see authenticity. They can tell whether or not you're being authentic. They can tell if you're being yourself, and they really want to see that you're, basically not sugarcoating stuff, right? That's the thing that I get told all the time when people come on to, when I get on the phone with people or they comment on my videos. A lot of people say, "Hey, Cody, I really appreciate like how sincere you were. You seem like an authentic guy. It seems like you're a straight shooter and really looking to, you just tell it like it is and you don't sugarcoat anything." And that's the thing that I think has really set me apart. And I've had a number of different people reach out and say that's the reason why they contacted me. So that's the most important thing here on YouTube. I see too many people trying to make everything perfect. I see them trying to, uh, you know, reading from scripts or just overproducing their videos, when really, if you're just shooting with a GoPro or a camera or your phone, even, it doesn't really matter. Just put out something that you're happy with. Keep it concise. Keep it, value oriented. Give them the information that they're looking for. Don't try to, don't ramble on if you can. Try to deliver as much information as you can in a short amount of time. And that's going to be the most important thing that people are looking for. Some other things that I want to talk about. I would say that, when it comes to YouTube, you don't want to worry about monetization or subscribers or even views, really, for that matter, in the sense that those are not the things that are going to drive you to be able to get business. For a long time, I started doing this in September of 2019, and I was posting videos about twice a week up until I am still doing it about once a week now, but I was doing twice a week for probably the first 6 to 9 months or so. And I started in September, and I didn't have my first lead reach out until January 1st. It was actually New Year's Day. I had a lead reach out. The very first person that reached out, and they said, "Hey, I'm looking to move to your area. I just got a job there. I'm looking between 1 million and 1.5 million." And at that point, I was like, "Holy crap, this actually works." It's a well-qualified lead. He says he's going to put 50% down, and he's looking at $1 million house, right? I was kind of blown away that was the very first person who reached out to me. But what I'm getting at is that at that point, I probably only had somewhere between 2 and 300 subscribers, and my channel had less than maybe 5,000 views. I didn't have a lot of views, didn't have a lot of subscribers, didn't really feel like I was getting traction. But when, I actually look back at it, it's like, look, this was a slow, long process to be able to get people onto the channel, to get people to be able to watch it. And that's what YouTube's all about. It's all about growing exponentially, right? You start out slow, you kind of start like this, and then as you start to get traction, you go, almost parabolic, right? I mean, once I started getting views, I noticed that I was getting 10 views a day, and then all of a sudden it was 20 views a day, and then it was 20 views a day for maybe a week or two, and then all of a sudden it was 30 views a day, and then it was up to 100 views a day, and it kind of just has grown from that point. And now I'm averaging somewhere about 1,500 views per day on my channel. And this is from people from all over. And so it's one of those things where the views and the monetization for YouTube, they don't really matter. Yes, they do help once you have it. Obviously, if you're a bigger channel, it's easier to continue to grow, but you don't need that in order to be able to close business successfully. That's the one thing that I wish I had kind of realized sooner, is like, look, I just need to get views. That's the thing I'm looking for here, is I need to get views, and I need to get the right type of views. So putting out the videos, even if you're getting 12 views on a video, doesn't matter. That's okay. That's fine. Maybe 3 of those people watching are very good leads. You just never know how many of those people are going to be good leads or not. So don't worry about the monetization or subscribers. The views is probably ultimately the most important thing, and the quality of those views are important as well. The other thing with subscribers is that for myself, I have over 87.3% of people are not subscribed to my channel. So I've got, I think, somewhere about 2,300 subscribers, give or take, on my channel, and 87% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. So let's just round that up to 90%. I mean, if 90% of the people watching my videos are not subscribed, that means I've got 2,300 people who are potentially interested. But honestly, I could have up to maybe 10 times as many people who have seen my videos and thought, "Hey, I'm thinking about moving to that area," and they just happen to stumble across one of my videos. And that's kind of the most important thing, is like they stumble across one of my videos, and there's 20,000 people out there who would potentially be looking to move to my market. I mean, that's just insane to actually think about. Like 20,000 people who might become a very high quality lead. At this point, I've probably had over 350 people reach out over the last 18 months, and the conversion rate is very, very high. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but it's got to be somewhere between 20 and 30 deals closed. So, I mean, the conversion rate is like 10%. And honestly, a lot of those are going to continue to close. If I didn't take on any more leads, I'd still probably close out another 10 to 15 deals at least just from the leads that I'm already working with. And are thinking about making a move here, right? Because this is a big move. I've had a lot of people move from all across the country. I've even had people internationally trying to move here. I was with a person from Dubai the other day who was trying to make a move here. You know, grew up in Virginia and looking to make a move back here to Salt Lake City for a work opportunity. So this is a big decision for a lot of people. It's not something that they just up and do, you know, one day out of the week. It's something that takes a lot of time, and a lot of these leads are going to be, you know, 3 months, 6 months, maybe even a year out or more. I've had a lot of people say, hey, I'm looking to move there in, you know, in 3 years, right? And it's just kind of crazy how far out they are. But you know, when it comes to people being subscribed to the channel, most people aren't going to subscribe, and that's okay. You know, that's not the thing you're really looking for. Some other things I want to talk about, traffic source. So I have over 50% of my people come from YouTube search. 50% of the views that I get are from people searching what it's like to live in my area. They type in some type of keyword and actually start searching the internet for you know, a video that I would have covered. So 50% is from YouTube search. 19% is from suggested videos. So they watch a video and then they see my content come up and it's recommended to be one of the next videos for somebody to watch. And then after that, you've got 17.5% come from browse as well. So that means that they're looking at the YouTube homepage and they happen to stumble across one of my videos, either because it's recommended to them or they're subscribed or something like that, and they end up clicking on it. So most of the people are coming from YouTube search, and that's why it's so important to optimize for YouTube, because, or for SEO, I mean, because you get so many people who are searching in different topics, right? Pros and cons of living in Utah, or what is it like to live in Utah in the winter, or what is it like to drive in the snow in the winter? What is it like living in West Jordan, Utah, or Draper, Utah? All these different cities that we have here. This is what people are wanting to know, and that's what they're actually typing in and searching for. So traffic source is extremely important and something you have to look out for. If anybody's got questions, just drop them in the comment box below. We'll try and answer some questions about what I can here, and hopefully help you guys out about YouTube. So just kind of talking about some other topics that I have on my mind for, you know, YouTube and real estate. The other thing that I've kind of had to learn is, like, think about how you're positioning yourself when you record these videos, right? You want to come off as confident, you want to come off as knowledgeable, sincere, authentic, and excited. You know, excited to do what you want, what you love doing, right? Which is closing deals in real estate and helping people buy or sell real estate in your local area. So think about how you're positioning yourself, and the what will come of this is you're going to get a lot of very high quality leads. The one thing, if anything has surprised me about YouTube, it's been the quality of the leads that come through. These are people who generally, when they're making a move to your area, you know, not everybody, but a lot of them are usually moving for work, and they've accepted a position that is paying them enough where they can actually move to your area, and they've got a really good job and are going to be, you know, being paid well and are looking for a very good home. I'd say that probably 90% of the homes I've sold are above the median asking price for our local area. Our median price here is probably about 400,000, maybe 450 now, with the crazy recent price increases that we've seen. But most of the homes I've sold are somewhere between 600 and 1.2 million for any deals that I've closed. So the quality of the leads that are coming through on YouTube is absolutely massive, and it's very surprising to see, you know, just how good this is and what opportunity is out there. So with all that being said, guys, I mean, I don't know. If anybody's got questions, you know, drop them in the comment box below. I kind of wanted to have this be an Q&A for people to come in and kind of ask questions about what you want to know about real estate and YouTube specifically, what to do for you, YouTube, how to get views, how to get leads, how to talk to leads, how to position yourself, how to grow with SEO, all of that stuff. So if anybody's got questions, I'm not seeing anything come through, but yeah, I'll just kind of stick around here for a second and we'll see who's got questions. By the way, if nobody has questions, I will keep this video and I will save it and I will put it out there and just kind of, document it and just say, hey, here's something that people can watch. And if they're interested in it, it can be a piece of content. We're going on 15 minutes here. It can be a piece of content that somebody can go back to and kind of get my thoughts on YouTube and hopefully implement it in their own business. I would say that in this world of doing YouTube for real estate agents, the best thing you can do is copy what other people have done. I mean, that's probably the most important thing is just copy what other people have done. Look at what they're doing for thumbnails. Look at what they're doing for how they film their videos, how they do an intro, asking people to call them. All of those things are extremely important. And those are the things that are going to actually be able to help you convert leads in the end and actually sell real estate. All right, guys. Anybody have questions? I know I've only got a couple people on here, but I'm just gonna wait around to see if anybody wants to ask a question. What's up, Casey? I just saw you jump in here. Not sure if you're still in there. What's up, man? Um, yeah, it's been a while since we spoke. So at this point, I'm only doing YouTube. I haven't done any Facebook or Google ads specifically for my own business in probably the last year, probably just over a year and a half now, because the market was getting very saturated. It was getting more expensive to run those ads. And to be honest with you, man, I just got tired of the cold calls. I got tired of the low conversion. That was probably the biggest thing for me that was so tough is like you make hundreds or thousands of calls and some you don't really make a lot of progress. So I've kind of kept up on that, as far as like following it and seeing how things work and how they come together. I know that a lot of people are still using Facebook leads or Google pay-per-click for different types of advertising for their business. And I still think it's extremely, doable and it's profitable, especially if you're running a team or you're trying to, basically grow your network. It's a great way to get started and figure out the numbers of like, hey, if I put in this much money, I should be able to convert this many leads and close this many deals. So I like that aspect of it because YouTube is definitely much more inconsistent in the sense that I've had weeks where I won't get any leads and then all of a sudden I'll get like 4 great leads in one day. But they are much higher quality leads. So that's something that I've really enjoyed with YouTube specifically. I hope you're doing good though, Casey. It's been a while since we spoke. I'd be curious to hear what you're up to. We'll have to catch up on the phone sometime. All right, Casey. Well, at this point, it's just me and you, man. So let me know if there's anything I can do for you. I don't want to drag this live stream out any longer than I need to. I've already kind of covered some points. If you're interested in that, you can, of course, go back and watch this. It will be out there on the internet for you to take a look at. But yeah, hit me up, man. I'm happy to help if there's anything I can do regarding just real estate in general. I'd be happy to share anything I can. So with that said, I'm going to end it here and we'll see you guys later.